Afternoon, Mr. Kelly. When you're prepared for us, please give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Good afternoon, everyone. We're now prepared to open today's hearing for the Illinois Board of Review for March 24, 2026. The first portion of this hearing will be to determine whether those requests that have been submitted to allow for late appeal applications will be permitted. And that's what we're calling the non-pro tunc portion of the hearing. So we'll do those, after which we'll take an executive session and come back and do the regular list. But before we proceed on anything, there are several preliminary matters I'd like to share with everyone. This is a formal hearing. We have a court reporter both recording every word that's spoken, as well as the system itself is recording what's spoken. You should present yourselves as if you are in a formal hearing, as if you're in a courtroom, particularly for those who are participating virtually. That means that you should be dressed properly. You should not be in your bed or your easy chair or wearing bed clothes. You should be presented as if you're in a formal hearing. We ask that you would no eating or drinking or otherwise casual behavior. We ask gentlemen to remove their hats when the hearing starts, unless there's a religious requirement. And finally, if you are in a vehicle, it must be stopped and parked. We will not hear your case if you're in a moving vehicle. Okay? Those are the preliminary matters that we're discussing today. Also, when the regular list is called, the law department will give us a list of all matters that have been resolved. They will be labeled as moot or moot complied in many instances. If you need to understand the difference between a moot and a moot complied matter, please call the administrator's office. Someone there will help you understand what that means. Clearly, though, if your matter is identified as being resolved by the law department, you may excuse yourself from the hearing and go about your day. However, this is a public hearing, so if you want to remain and listen to everything that's said and done, you are perfectly welcome to do that. So we will now begin the non-pro tunc portions of our hearing. Does the law department have a preliminary list of matters to put on the record regarding non-pro tunc? If so, please come forward. If not, we will begin calling cases. My apologies. I was just informed that my camera was off. So now there's an image to go with the voice.
Do you hear me?
Okay, please proceed.
Yes, good afternoon. Amy Skiles on behalf of the city. I do have one matter that's been resolved. It's number 8, HA 2026-000063 at 2501 South Front Street, Holloway Corporation. These violations have been closed, so the hearing is moot.
Okay, just one moment.
Yes.
For some reason, the camera is not showing you sitting at the table. You're the invisible person. So let's see what we can do. Oh, you're down.
Okay.
You have special powers. Explain that to us later.
Yeah.
Okay. Repeat that,
Yeah.
please.
So it's number 8 on the non-pro tunc list, HA 2026-000063, 2501 South Front Street, Holloway Corp. Those violations are closed, so the hearing today would be moot.
Okay, thank you.
I believe my colleagues may have a few other resolved issues on
Yes,
this.
if you have a matter for the non-pro tunc list, please come forward.
Good afternoon, board members. Alana Larson for the city.
Good afternoon.
This is for number 4 on the list, HA 2025-004700, 1120 Cow Hill Street.
Okay.
This is a agreement to continue by both parties.
Well, wait a minute. Is the counsel for the appellant present? Our notes indicate that a Kevin Greenberg represents the appellant.
Yes, I have not spoke with him directly. My colleague Chris Johnson spoke with him because there is an open matter in CCP.
Okay, the other issue for us is that we understand that this is an unsafe building.
Yes.
So is there any concern about the adding additional time to this?
I don't think so because the case is already open in the Court of Common Pleas.
So there's a court of common pleas proceeding scheduled?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, do you know the date of that hearing?
I believe it happened in December, and it was continued. I don't know the date it was continued to.
Okay. Any, yes.
Lynn Riddle, Huber Board Council, what's the reason for the continuance? Just because there's an ongoing case?
Yes, I believe they're trying to resolve everything at once.
Okay, all right. Well, given that, we will continue this matter then based on council's representations. Okay,
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman,
yes.
is this Reading International or Reading Terminal? Somebody's on the thing with Reading Terminal.
Reading International. I believe it is a derivative of a railroad company.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, that's that old suit. Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Does anyone else have anything?
Good afternoon, Board. Cordell Spires for the city.
Good afternoon.
I have number 5, appeal ending in 4731, address 1406 North Hurst Street. LM Real Estate LLC is the appellant. That appeal is moot.
That's moot?
Moot
Okay,
complied.
all right, moot complied. Okay, thank you. Anything else? Anyone else? Anyone virtually from the law department regarding the non-pro tunc list? Anything that you have that should be read into the record? Okay, all right, thank you. So let's go to the board has a couple of questions itself, so let's deal with those matters. Number 2, that's 2995, 2400 North 52nd Street. The appellant listed is Jonathan Walker, who's representing the city.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city for this matter.
Okay, Jonathan Walker, are you present? Anyone else present representing the interests of 2400 North 52nd Street? Anyone present? Okay, no one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 2400 North 52nd Street on both their nunc-pro-tunc and standard appeal applications. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on February 12th, 2026.
What was the time noted on the notice for today's hearing for that appellant?
12 o'clock start.
12 o'clock start. What time do we have now, Mr. Pincus?
12:21 p.m.
12:21 p.m. Okay, what is the city's preference?
We would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. Alrighty, regarding HA 2025-002995, 2400 North 52nd Street, Jonathan Walker. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss for failure to appear.
Thank you. Okay, now the next matter that we have here is number 11. 0079-4129 Ogden Street. David Kaspaz, DBA David's Construction LLC. Anyone here representing the interests of David's Construction LLC? Anyone present? Anyone present representing the interests of 4129 Ogden Street? Anyone present? No one is responding. Please confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 723 Martins Lane, Springfield, PA on both their nunc-pro-tunc and standard appeal applications. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on February 12th, 2026 with a 12 p.m. start time.
Okay, Mr. Spears, what is your pleasure?
The city would ask that this matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have, Mr. Pincus?
12:22 p.m.
12:22 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2026-00079, 4129 Ogden Street. David Kaspaz, DBA David's Construction LLC. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you. The next matter is 0108, that's 1357 East Rittenhouse Street. Kyle Smith. Whose matter is that?
Alana Larson for the city.
Thank you. Kyle Smith, are you present? Anyone present representing the interests of Kyle Smith? Anyone present representing the interests of 1357 East Rittenhouse Street? Anyone present? No one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 1804 South Fifth Street, Philadelphia, PA, on the Nunc-Pro-Tunc and Standard Appeal applications. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on February 12th, 2026, with a 12 p.m. start time.
Thank you very much. What time do, I skipped a step. What is the city's pleasure?
The city requests that this is dismissed for failure to appear.
Thank you. What time do we have?
12:24 p.m.
12:24 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2026-000108, 1357 East Rittenhouse Street. Kyle Smith, this matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Okay, thank you very much. I do have one additional matter. I need council to come up for a moment. Just one second.
Mhm.
We have one final preliminary matter that we want to get some input on, and that's 3771, 2611 Potter Street, Jose Alamo. Who's representing the city?
Alana Larson for the city.
Thank you. Is anyone present representing Jose Alamo regarding 2611 Potter Street? Please come forward, please. Yes. Good afternoon, ma'am. You need to speak louder and pull the microphone as close to you as you're comfortable. Okay, raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, now our concern here is that the appeal was prepared and signed by Jose Alamo. I don't believe you're Jose Alamo.
No.
What is your interest in the property itself?
He's my husband. We work for the public defenders. He got pulled. He works for the city and he got pulled to the jail in an emergency. So he is on his way. I just don't know if he's gonna.
Okay, well, let's do this. Is your name on the deed itself? Okay. You don't have legal standing to do that without your name on the deed. And or is this is a certificate of occupancy for an investment property? Okay.
He inherited from his parents.
Okay. The problem is that your name isn't on the deed, so you need an attorney to represent you. Are you an attorney? Okay, so let's do this. You think he's coming today?
Yes, he said he's on his way. He's 2 stops away.
Okay, so let's do this. We won't resolve it now. We will wait until we go through the hearing, see if he arrives. Okay? All right, we'll do it that way. All right, thank you. Okay. So let's go to the list, the non-pro-tunc list. And as we're calling the first case, I just want to make this general statement so everyone can hear me, that what we are doing in this instance, if this council agrees to permit you to submit a late appeal, a hearing will be scheduled for your matter. If the decision is to deny your request to submit a late appeal, your appeal will be dismissed today. You will not schedule a hearing for you. So I want everyone to just understand so we don't have to repeat that over and over again. Okay? So who's the first matter that we're calling? Okay, that works.
All right, I'm going to call appeal number 10, HA 2026-000071 for 5312 James Street, appellant Angel Rodriguez.
Is Angel Rodriguez present? If Angel Rodriguez is present, please come forward. On Hill, that's how you pronounce it. Okay, sir, give us your name.
Angel Rodriguez?
Andrew Rodriguez, please raise your right hand to be sworn. To raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I don't understand.
Excuse me, Chair, this is the court reporter. I'm having great difficulty hearing the witness.
Okay, all right, Mr. Rodriguez, do you need an interpreter, a Spanish interpreter? You do? Oh, you need to say yes or no because,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay. All right, do we have an interpreter on call for today?
Not one scheduled for today.
Okay, Mr. Rodriguez, we're going to need to reschedule this so we can schedule an interpreter to be with you when you come in, okay? Just one bit of advice. If you have a language issue, anyone, regardless of the language, please let us know in advance so we can have a professional interpreter to work with you so that you can fully participate in the hearing, okay? So in this instance, is there any response or concern by the city?
No, we're
Oh.
fine. The city's fine with that.
Okay, so we will continue this case, give you a new hearing date, and we will have an interpreter present to assist in the hearing, okay? All right, thank you very much. You excuse.
Moving back to the top of the list, case number 1 on today's list, Appeal HA 2025-002253 for 5200 through 5212 Woodland Ave, 5200 Realty LLC, represented by Simon Randall Esquire.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city.
Okay, is Simon Randall present or anyone else representing the interests of 5200 Realty LLC? Is anyone present? Ms. Skiles, have you spoken with counsel for the appellant?
I have not, no.
Okay. I don't see anyone's name identified as Simon Randall Esquire. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed P.O. Box 2218, Princeton, New Jersey, on the appeal application. No late appeal application was submitted with this, and I am realizing that they listed that same P.O. Box for the attorney as opposed to an attorney office address. But notice was sent to that P.O. Box on February 12th, 2026, with a 12 p.m. start time.
Okay, did you say they did not submit a late appeal request?
It was processed by the office without the late appeal form, but the appeal itself is late.
Okay, alrighty. Any concern from council?
Yeah,
Yes.
I'm just concerned that if we knew Simon Randall, I understand it was sent to the PO box, but we don't have confirmation that was actually sent to the lawyer, just to the same PO box.
Yes. Okay, so let's do this. We will continue this matter to confirm service. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, what's our next matter?
Moving to number 6 on the list, that should be Appeal HA 2026-000024 for 12670 Friar Place. Appellant, I'm going to spell the name, SHOKHRUKH, last name MAKHKUDOV.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Cordell Spires for the city.
Mr. Spires? Okay, anyone present representing the 12670 Fireplace?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon. I am here as well as the homeowner.
Okay, and your name?
My name is Phoebe Consiglia. I'm a family member. I'm helping with translation.
Okay, are you an attorney?
I am not, sir.
Okay, does the appellant require interpretation to participate?
He does. He understands some, but he won't be able to communicate
Okay.
clearly.
We're required to have a professional interpreter handle that duty. You can't do that as a family member. It's just that's a requirement. So we'll need to continue this to have a interpreter on site to help with this case. What language are we looking at? That needs
I
to
don't
be-
believe you guys have a Tajik translator.
Pardon me? Well, we'll need to look and find out. Otherwise, we'll need to make special arrangements. but we can't accept a family person. We need someone who's professional, who's accepting liability for the translation, and so that we can trust that it's accurate.
So would that be someone like an expediter?
No,
So can you hire an expediter to handle
No.
this appeal?
he can hire an attorney, but if there's a language barrier, his attorney would have to represent that if we can't find someone. So in this instance, I'll hear from the city, but we'll need to get an interpreter. Yes.
Mr. Chairman, if I may, the board will bring in the interpreter, so you need not find it. The board will, once you specialize what language, the board will engage the interpreter for the hearing. You
Okay.
understand?
Ma'am, you didn't
Yes, I
respond.
understand.
Okay. All right. City Spires, what is your response?
No objection to the continuance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is the appellant present in the room with you, ma'am?
He is present, yes, sir.
Well, I'd like to see his face and ask him to put his
Yes.
name on the record.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm here.
And your name?
Shakruk Makhmudov.
Okay. All right, thank you, sir. We're going to continue this matter, and we'll make sure that there's an interpreter present who can help and assist in the, so you can fully participate in the hearing. Okay, give us the language one more time, please.
Tajik, Tajak.
T-A-J-A-K. Okay, language. All right, thank you very much. We will continue this matter. You'll get a new hearing date.
Thank you.
Okay.
First time for everything.
Moving to number 7 on today's list, Appeal HA 2026-000062 for 1424 South Ringgold Street. Appellant Kirill I'm just going to spell it. I do apologize. Kuratnikov.
And good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city for this matter.
Good afternoon. Is anyone present representing the interests of Kirill
Kuratnikov.
or Kartenikov? Anyone present? Oh, I
No.
believe we see him. Kirill Kartenikov. Is that your name, sir?
Yes, it's
Would
my
you
name.
pronounce your last name for us, please?
Kirill Kuratnikov.
Kuratnikov. Okay. All right. Thank you. Sir, would you raise your right hand to be sworn?
Yes, I swore.
Well, wait a minute. Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
All right, thank you. Okay, all righty. Mr. Kuratnikov, is just preliminarily, whose name is on the deed to 1424 South Ringgold Street?
Chairperson, this is
Yes.
a license violation
License
notice.
violation?
Mhm.
Okay, all right, thank you. Okay, all right, sir, strike that question. Mr. Kuratnikov, did you hear my explanation as to what the non-proton hearing phase was about? Did you understand that?
Yes, I understand. The problem is somebody start job before I open up permit.
Okay, but just one thing, I think I need to make sure you understand what this portion of the hearing is about. If we
Yes.
allow you to submit a late application, we will then schedule a hearing for you. If we deny your request to submit a late application, your appeal will be dismissed. Okay, so this portion, this hearing is really about whether or not we will allow you to submit a late application.
Okay.
According to our records, the violation occurred on April 2nd, 2025, and the appeal was submitted December 30th, 2025. The code permits 30 days from the date of the violation notice to submit appeals. So you're well beyond the 30 days to submit an appeal. And so we need to hear from you as to why that occurred and what's your reasoning for submitting a late appeal.
I'm sorry about that, but I appeal first time in April 30th, 2025. Then I got a letter from Illinois. They cannot find me. And
Wait,
second
wait,
one,
wait, just one second. Just so you said that you appealed first on April 30th?
yes, April 30th, I applied online in Eclipse.
And you applied, you use Eclipse to submit an appeal or to submit an application for the permits?
Submit appeal.
Just one second.
There is an appeal submitted. I can get the HA number if the board would like to
Yes,
look
can you
into
share the screen, and show us that?
Yes.
Okay.
Let me just pull the screen up.
Just 1 minute, sir. We're looking up the record.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so the appeal we're here for today, the one that reads in process, that was the one filed late. However, there is this one that has been submitted. I am not sure why.
So it's two different violations?
No, same violation. Let me see if I can. It was submitted on April 30th. It looks like maybe the application was never completed. Because it still just says status pending.
Is there any additional requirement by the reviewer to the appellant?
I'm sorry, I don't understand your question.
Yeah, oftentimes there are notes in the record that says, please submit additional information, some level of communication.
It just says the data was completed. I'm not exactly sure why it wasn't processed
Okay.
or what the holdup is.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Sir, anyone else have any questions for the appellant? What's that?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay. Sir, it appears that you submitted your first appeal not to this board, but to the Plumbing Advisory Board. Do you realize that?
I applied online, yes.
Yeah, you applied to the wrong board. Did you get a response from the Plumbing Advisory Board? Did they respond to you?
After that, I received letter. LNI cannot find me, and but nobody called me and nobody sent to me emails. So after that, I applied second time. It was on December 31st. Yes.
Okay. Okay. Is there any record of the Plumbing Advisory Board taking any action on this or scheduling a hearing?
No.
Do we have jurisdiction?
I believe you would, as this is an LVN, I believe the board would still have jurisdiction over an appeal of this type.
What does the violation itself say?
It is a violation for performing work before acquiring the necessary permits.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Sir, any explanation so why did you, I'm curious as to when did you decide or why did you decide to submit the second appeal?
Because I received letter and they write by hand me, I have to apply second time. And they give me email and mailing address. Second one, I applied by mail.
Okay, so the first time, why did you not apply to the Illinois Board of Review in April? Why did you apply to the Plumbing Advisory Board?
In April, I applied for permit, first one, and actually I did not start that job.
No, you misunderstanding me. You submitted an appeal in
Yes.
April, as you stated, but you submitted it to the Plumbing Advisory Board. And so the question is, why did you do that?
I did everything what I find in Eclipse. As I found this application and submitted online. Maybe
No,
I
you
did
submitted
something
online,
wrong.
that's understood, but I'm asking, why did you submit it to the Plumbing Advisory Board?
Just this happened. I don't know.
Sir, question for you. Are you a licensed plumber in the city of Philadelphia?
Yes, I am.
How long have you been licensed?
Around 20 years.
You've held a license in Philadelphia for 20 years in your name?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Could I make argument? Oh, yeah.
Okay, is there any argument by the city?
Yes. The city is requesting that this appeal be denied. This appeal was filed 242 days late. Not only is there no reason whatsoever claimed on the four corners of his appeal, which alone would preclude him from establishing a right to non-protunct relief. However, today we learned that this was delayed due to the appellant's own mistake. As the board knows, the standard for granting non-protunct relief, the appellant must point to a non-negligent reason for the delay or some sort of fraud or breakdown in the administrative process. The only thing the appellant's been able to point to here was his own mistake or misunderstanding. So he has not established that he should receive non-protunct relief today. So we would request that the relief be denied.
Okay, thank you. All righty. Thank you very much. We will now, just one moment, please.
Chairman Woodson, do you
Yes.
want to see if the appellant has anything else he wants to add?
Sure. Sir, anything else you want to add in final comments that would help us make a decision?
No, sir. I explained everything what I got it.
Sir, can you tell us what the letter that you received from the Plumbing Advisory Board indicated, their response in that letter?
I got letter and I got this notice
What's the date of the letter?
with explanation.
What's the date of the letter?
I don't see an envelope, and in the letter I don't have a date.
Who sent the letter to you? Is it License and
Illinois.
Inspections Review or the Plumbing Advisory Board?
Board of License and Inspection Review.
Okay. Okay. My apologies. We will poll the board regarding HA 2026-000062, 1424 South Ringo Street, Career Kuratanoff. I will spell it Kuratnikov. Request for non-pro-tunc relief denied.
Request denied.
Request denied.
Request granted.
Request denied.
Okay, sir, the request to schedule a late appeal has been denied. You may appeal our decision. If you want to do that and need information as to how to do that, call the office and someone there will tell you what you need to do to appeal the decision of this board. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Witnesses are excused. So do we have additional matters?
Yes, moving back to number 3 on today's list, Appeal HA 2025-003771 for 2611 Potter Street, Appellant Jose Alamo.
Okay, is Jose Alamo present? Please come forward, please. Okay, wait. Can't stop speaking until you sit and are sworn in and you speak into the mic. Okay. Just for a moment, yeah. Okay, just read it in, please.
This is appeal ending 003771 for 2611 Potter Street, Appellant Jose Alamo.
Good afternoon, Mr. Alamo. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I don't think that light's on.
It is on.
It is? Yeah.
Get closer.
Yes, please get closer. The court reporter can't hear. That mic isn't very good. Who's representing the city?
Oh, I'm
Excuse me,
Larson.
this is the reporter. Yes, Chair, that microphone is not very strong today.
Okay, thank you. So we'll need you to use your loud voice.
Yes, sir.
Okay, the courtroom voice. How's that?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Okay. Ms. Larson?
Larson for the city.
Okay. All right, Mr. Elmo, you weren't here earlier, so I'll just briefly explain what we're doing at this moment. This is a hearing to determine if you will be permitted to submit a late appeal. And it's called a non-pro-tunc process. So that if we agree to do that, your appeal will be scheduled, a hearing will be scheduled. If we deny your request, your appeal will be dismissed. Okay? And so we will hear from you, and then we'll hear from the city in terms of an argument. But before we hear from you, I just want you to be aware that our records indicate that the appeal date, the violation date rather, is August 14th, 2025. The appeal was submitted 9/25/2025. And the code permits for a 30-day window to permit appeals. And so we need to hear your argument as to why, and there's no such thing as de minimis late. And so in this instance, if you're a day late, we have to have this conversation with you to determine if we will permit you to submit a late appeal. So what argument are you presenting for that purpose?
The contractor that I hired to do the work and stuff like that is gone in the wind. He is wanted for murder. I filed a complaint to the AG's office detailing how everything came about. So I filed an appeal to find out like what else can I do. And obviously it was late. But I was able to get another contractor, an architect, and they did submit for permits, and we did receive permits.
Okay, so you did eventually get permits? And the original contractor, did he start work with before the permits were?
No, there was trash and stuff like that. Then the city shut down with the trash companies and stuff like that. The block I live in is like only eight houses. So people were just dumping stuff there. So my wife reported that people was dumping trash there, and then when they came, they believed it was ours, and that's how it all came about.
Okay.
And then I didn't know any of the procedures or anything like that. I know ignorance is not gonna grant me anything, but unfortunately, that's.
No, you did get the violation notice, correct?
Yeah, they put it on the window of the house,
Right.
requesting that I get permits and stuff like that.
Right.
And that's when I started finding out that this guy that I already paid half to, was in the wind.
Okay. Any response from the city?
Given that the appeal is less than a week late, the city has no objection to granting the non-proton appeal.
All right, thank you. Any questions from the panel? Okay, we will now, any final statement from you, sir?
No, sir.
Okay. We will poll the board regarding HA 2025-003-771-2611 Potter Street, Jose Alamo, request for non-pro tunc relief granted.
Request granted.
Request granted. Relief granted.
Okay, thank you, sir. A hearing will be scheduled to hear your appeal.
Now that, since I have the permits, can I withdraw those?
Well, you need to have a conversation with her.
It's okay. The
Yeah.
regulations are not complied yet, so I would not.
Okay, what I would like you to do off the record, the two of you have a conversation, determine how he can best proceed. At the moment, we're scheduling you for a hearing based on your request for a late hearing, okay? And so she can help you navigate the next step.
Thank you.
Okay, all right, have a good day.
Y'all-
Okay.
Moving to what I believe is the final matter on the nunc-pro-tunc list is number 9, Appeal HA 2026-000066 for 2039 Wilder Street, appellant Oksana Chemenko, represented by Jennifer Bazidlo, Esquire.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city for this matter.
Okay, is Jennifer A. Bazitlo Esquire present? Or anyone representing the interests of 2039 Wilder Street? Or representing the interests of Oksana Chemenko? Anyone present? No one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants listed 105 South 2nd Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application, and the attorneys listed 2511 Darby Road, Havertown, PA on the nunc-pro-tunc and standard appeal applications. Notices were sent to both of those mailing addresses on February 12th, 2026 with a 12 p.m. start time.
Okay, any response from the city?
Yes, the city would ask that the appeal be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
12:56 p.m.
12:56 p.m. We will poll the board regarding HA 2026-000066, 2039 Wilder Street, Osana Jaminko. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear. Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismissed for failure to appear.
That concludes the nunc-pro-tunc matters for now, for
Thank
today.
you. Thank you. Okay, what we will do, rather than take an executive session now, we'll hear from the law department regarding uncontested matters. And we'll hear that, and then we'll take executive session. Just one moment, please. Okay. Yep, thank you. Okay, let us proceed then. Who's representing the city?
Michael Rulo on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rulo. What matters do you have for us today?
Beginning with number 2, appeal ending 0616-7127 Upland Street, RDS Property Management LLC. That matter is moot.
Moot, thank you.
Turning to number 8, appeal ending 2544, 6247 to 49 North 15th Street, appellant Rodney Hawthorne, moot.
Moot, thank you.
Number 11, appeal ending 2548, 5612 Larchwood Avenue, appellant Josephine Thomas, moot.
Thank you.
Number 12, appeal ending 2554, 918 South St. Bernard Street, appellant Melissa Johanningsmeyer. The violation was withdrawn by the department.
Thank you.
Number 13, appeal ending 2556, 4240 Teasdale Street, appellant Yan Liu, moot.
Thank you.
Number 14, appeal ending 2557, 4538 North Grat Street, appellant Nasia Dunn, moot.
Thank you.
Number 15, appeal ending 2559, 708 North 43rd Street, appellant David Elmalaya. The violation was withdrawn by the department.
Thank you.
Number 19, appeal ending 2625, 2515 to 17 South 64th Street, appellant David Coletta, moot.
Thank you.
Number 20, appeal ending 2631, 1525 Grant Avenue, appellant Dmitry Tayanka, I'll spell that, DZMITRY, last name TAYANKA, moot.
Thank you.
Number 21, appeal ending 2635, 4579 Fleming Street, appellant Charles Gondos Jr. My understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 22, appeal ending 2636, 1600 Webster Street, appellant Universal Court 2 Association. That violation was withdrawn by the department.
Thank you.
Number 23, appeal ending 2639, 2324 South Alder Street, appellant Forvin LLC, moot.
Moot. Thank you.
Number 28, appeal ending 2653, 1513 East Pistoria Street, appellant Erica Jeter. My understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Yes, thank you.
Number 29, appeal ending 2654, 625 East Woodlawn Street, appellant Joshua Bruce, moot. Number 30, appeal ending 2657, 739 South 55th Street, appellant Ashlyn Saunders Hawkins, moot.
Thank you.
Number 31, appeal ending 2659, concerning 3209 Latona Street, Landair Wireless Limited. My understanding is that was withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
Number 32, appeal ending 2663, 3701 North Lawrence Street, Heidelberg Materials Northeast LLC. That was withdrawn. The violation was withdrawn by the department.
Thank you.
Number 34, appeal ending 2685, 6122 North 10th Street, appellant Garcias Brodas, moot.
Thank you.
Number 30,
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Is Mr. Garcias Brodas present? Please come forward, sir.
Chairman Woodson, I just wanted to clarify before we go on, when you say withdrawn by the department, do you mean that moot or?
the violation has been, like the L&I violation has been withdrawn. So I think that historically, the city has just said that that is the status of the violation being withdrawn. I'm not sure how the board has historically marked that.
Okay, well, let's deal with that off the record then. Okay, regarding 6122 North 10th Street, the law department has identified that violation as moot, sir. So that means it's resolved. Do you understand that?
Yes.
We can't hear you.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. All right, you have to speak closer to the microphone. Did you have any additional questions?
No, it's been resolved. That's great. I'm just trying to move the car and all that.
Okay, so according to the law department, it's moot, which means it's resolved. So you excuse, you're able to go about your day, everything's good.
Thank you.
Okay, have a good
nice
day. Good day. Good day. Okay, next matter?
I believe that there are a few more, there are perhaps one or two more that are going to be marked withdrawn by the department. Do you want to clarify how I'm supposed to mark that now, or should I just hold
No,
on?
let's proceed forward as you have, and then we'll
Understood.
deal with that later.
Turning to number 35, appeal ending 2707, 5400 Lebanon Avenue, appellant Evelyn Davis, moot.
Thank you.
Number 40, appeal ending 2727, 4324 Main Street, appellant Steph Johnson, doing business as SCJ Holdings LLC, moot.
Thank you.
Number 41, appeal ending 2729, 416 Vine Street, appellant Robert Volpe, moot.
Thank you.
Number 43, appeal ending 2752, 2421 South 54th Street, appellant I. Kale, that is moot.
Thank you.
Number 44, appeal ending 2763, 1272 Levick Street, appellant Huswei Luang, I'll spell this, H-S-E-U-H, last name L-E-U-N-G, moot.
Thank you.
Number 46, appeal ending 2768, 713 North 42nd Street. That, my understanding is the appeal is withdrawn by the appellant.
Thank you.
And then I did just want to confirm two continuances that I believe that the board has already granted.
Okay.
Number 47, appeal ending 3411, 5013 North 9th Street, appellant Marvin Pagan. My understanding is that
Yes,
continuance
that's
is
noted.
granted.
Yes.
And then the same question for number 45, appeal ending 2766, 1927 Pemberton Street, appellants Tatiana Milovonova.
Yes, that's continued as well. Oh, you present? Please come forward, ma'am. Okay, give us your name, ma'am.
Tatiana Milovanova.
Okay. According to our records, you requested a continuance for today's hearing. Is that is that?
Yes, correct.
Okay, and so we've granted your request for a continuance. So the schedule, your hearing will be rescheduled for a different date. Okay?
Thank you so much.
All right, have a good afternoon.
And if you could just stick around so we could discuss outside. Okay, thank you.
Okay, is that it? Do we have anything else in the room with a preliminary matter for the record?
I believe that there might be some agreements to enter into the record.
Yes. Whoever wants to come first.
For the council, for the city council, please. Hello?
Please remain muted.
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles on behalf of the city. This is number 33 on the list, HA 2025-002684 at 446 West Bringhurst Street. The appellant is John Harnett, doing business as Harnett Associates. We came to an agreement on this for a city affirm with a 90-day stay of enforcement.
See it affirmed, 90-day stay. Thank you.
Yes.
Anyone else?
Cordell Spires for the city. I just wanted to see if an appellant was present on appeal ending in 2722. That is number 37 on the list today.
Robert Johnson?
Yes.
Is Robert Johnson present? Robert Johnson. Anyone representing the interests of Robert Johnson, 26834 North 17th Street? Anyone present? Okay, no one is responding. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 6834 North 17th Street, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on February 11th, 2026, with the 12 p.m. start time.
Okay, thank you. What time do we have?
1:08 PM.
1:08 PM. What's the city's pleasure?
The city will ask that this matter be dismissed for failure to appear.
Okay, HA 2025-002722, 6834 North 17th Street, Robert Johnson. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Thank you. Anyone else?
Also, one more thing, Chair. There, I see a Josh Bruce online.
Which number is that?
That is number 29. Appeal ending in 2654.
That was read into the record as moot.
Yes, I just saw him online, so I just wanted to say that he can leave. Like, he doesn't have to be on anymore.
Okay.
Thank
Okay,
you.
sir, you excuse. Your matter has been resolved. Yes.
Slide to number 13, Jan Luke, who's also on the Zoom.
Okay. Jan Lu, regarding 4240 Teasdale Street, your matter's also been terminated as moot, so you're excused.
I was gonna ask the city council what was the reason for that.
You didn't hear my opening statement. If you have questions regarding moot or moot complied, please call the office. Someone there will explain to you the meaning and the other related details. Okay?
Understood. All right, thank you.
All right. Okay, who's next?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen on behalf of the city.
Good afternoon.
Turning your attention to numbers 3 through 7 on today's list.
Okay.
They're all the same appellant, Alex Mosens. Appeals numbers HA 2025-002494, 2495, 2496, 2497, and 2498. The parties have reached an agreement, which was emailed to the board, I believe, yesterday. It's a city affirmed per the terms of that agreement.
And what can you share are the details different for each address?
Oh, no, they're the same. It's one agreement to pay
What's-
them all of
You
the.
generally put the general contours of the agreement on the record.
Oh, yeah, we gave them a 50% reduction in the fines.
What's the fine?
I think it was total $4,900, so we just reduced it by half.
City affirm a fine of,
Well, that's the total amount across all of the violation notices. I don't want to get into the nitty gritty because I actually need to look up each of the fines.
okay, that's what I'm asking. Just do the math real quick and put that on the record.
Well, the total amount of reduction is $2,450.
And what number should we put in the record as the fine? I'm
I
asking you
would
to do the
just-
math
it-
real quick. Okay.
It might be easier to just do city affirmed per terms of the agreement, and the copy of the agreement has been provided to the board.
Okay. That wasn't what I asked.
Sorry.
I'm asking you for let's start with the gross number. 4,000 what?
$4,900.
And the reduction is half that?
Yes, $2,450.
Okay, that's 2,450 according to my math.
That's correct.
Okay. All right, thank you. Anything else from anyone?
I do have one more matter, number 16. This was an attorney required. Actually, Hema Brothers Construction was here 2 weeks ago on a different appeal, failed to appear. The same happened, or the same potentially is happening here. I emailed the city's exhibits to Hema Brothers Construction and to the board, and at the same time said an attorney is required to represent you, and I did not receive a response.
Okay. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 2970 Gall Street, Philadelphia, PA on their appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on February 11th, 2026 with a 12 p.m. start time.
Okay, what time do we have?
Excuse me, Mr. Chairman, what number are we speaking of?
That's number 16.
Number 16.
It's 1:12 PM.
1:12 PM? Okay, we will vote on HA 2025-002575, 1729 Cambridge Street, Gafir Hema. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
Dismiss 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 for failure to appear.
All right, thank you.
Thank you kindly.
Is that it? Okay, anyone else with a preliminary matter, please?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Leonard F. Reuter for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon.
Number 18 on the list, HA 2025-002612 for 300 North 40th Street. The attorney, Edward Singer, requested a continuance. The city has no objection.
Okay, is Mr. Singer present?
I see him.
Okay,
Yes, I am here.
okay, thank you. So this is your request for continuance, sir?
It is.
Okay, all right, no objection from the city.
No.
Okay, we will continue that matter and reschedule it. Have
Thank
a
you.
good afternoon.
Thank you very much. You too.
Next one is number 36, HA 2025-002721, 1516 Pine Street. Appellant Michael Bode. They're represented by Meredith Ferliger. She had requested a continuance a few weeks ago. The city already indicated to the board that we had no objection, so you may have already granted it, but.
Yes, that matters continue.
Right. New one, number 38, HA 2025-002382, 2353 East Cumberland Street. This is the appeal from Michael Mullen. Their attorney, Suen Law, that's actually his name, by the way, Mr. Law, he had requested a continuance, and the city is actually joining in that request to do a reinspection. So we would ask that that matter be continued.
Well, hold on a minute. You don't get to do that. Okay? Unless you are a person, unless you're the appellant.
So I'm going to guess
Are
that,
the issues here? Well, I'm not, the person in the background, you cannot speak from the galley. These proceedings are being recorded, and the court reporter must know who's speaking, so the statement can be properly attributed. Okay, Mr.
thank you. I'm going to venture a guess that the objector to the continuance request is involved in the second appeal, number 39, which is the same address. The Mullins are the owners of the property. They're represented by counsel. They sought, because we were not able to enter to do a reinspection, so that's why we want to continue it. However, the tenant, or one of the tenants, Kurt Costello, also filed an appeal. There is an ongoing dispute between the landlord and the tenants, and we have to have both of these cases heard together because one is a necessary witness to the other, et cetera, unless the thing is resolved, but we can't determine that until we do a reinspection, which we were unable to do. So again, there's separate appeals, but I will tell you that we are also going to be asking for a continuance for number 39.
Okay.
HA 2025-002726 for 2353 East Cumberland Street. That appellant is listed as Kurt Costello. I believe they are here if they want to object to that.
Is there legal counsel for number, for Cumberland 2553?
My understanding is that
Costello?
I have no idea if they're represented.
Okay. Okay, let's do this. Ma'am, you stood up. Yes. Oh, hold one moment. Okay. We're going to take an executive session and come back. We need advice of counsel. Just one moment. Off the record. Correct?
Excuse me, sir, are we on the record?
Yes, you're back on the record.
Yes, Chairman, you asked whether the first appeal, that's number 38 on the list, that is the appeal by the owners of the property.
Okay. And your request is to continue that to allow for reinspection.
That's correct. And I will say again, I understand oftentimes that wouldn't be necessary. This is as you're already probably figuring out, is a somewhat complicated,
Right.
contentious matter.
Okay.
So we do need to do a reinspection in that case. And incidentally, I'll just put it on the record, we will need both the landlord who has consented to reinspection, but also we will need the tenant's consent to be able to enter as well.
Okay.
Because this,
Well, in this case, for our purposes, your request to continue HA 2025-002-382-25 2353 East Cumberland Street has been granted. We will continue that matter. Now, you also have a request regarding number 39.
Correct.
Which is a same address, different number. Put that number on the record, please.
yes, thank you. I just need my cheaters on. HA 2025-002726. Here, 2353 East Cumberland Street, and here the appellant's listed as Kurt Costello.
Okay. Is Kurt Costello present? Come forward, please. Just put your name on the record, please.
Kurt Costello?
Raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can lower your hand. What is your response to the city's request for continuance?
Apologize. Can you repeat that, sir?
Now pull that mic closer to you.
Can you
Yeah.
repeat that, sir? I
Sure.
apologize.
What is your response to the city's request for a continuance?
We received 24 hours notice that the inspector was going to be at.
No. You're answering a question I didn't ask you. What is your response to the city's request for a continuance for today's hearing?
I don't agree with it
I'm asking you, what is your response and why do you not agree with the request for a continuance?
because the inspector was supposed to be there this morning at 9 a.m. and
Okay,
nobody
that didn't
showed.
happen, I don't believe, but the city's asking for more time so they can reschedule an inspection.
Okay.
So you're okay with that, correct?
Yes.
Okay, and so, ma'am, you don't have standing, so don't stand up and say anything, or else we'll have you escorted out. In this instance, we will grant the request by the city of Philadelphia to continue the matter to allow for an inspection, and you two should talk before you leave so you can make sure that you're all on the same page regarding schedules, et cetera, okay?
Yes.
All right, so this matter's continued. Thank you. Ma'am, you don't have any standing. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Please leave. Thank you. No, okay. All right. Are you the tenant, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much. You excuse. Anything else?
Not from me, but I understand that there may be another request for a continuance from an appellant in one of my cases.
Sure. Which one is that?
That would be case number 24, appeal ending 002641 for 432-36 North 61st Street, appellant Tracy Terrell.
Okay. Is Tracy Terrell present? Does the city have an objection or an opinion regarding the continuance request?
I'm here. I'm sick today.
Okay. All right. So, ma'am, you're asking that it be rescheduled because you're ill?
Yes, please.
Okay. Any response from the city?
Yeah, we have no objection to that. Just for the record, we were prepared to go forward with the case. This involves licenses and permits, which to date none have been applied for. So maybe between now and then something will happen.
Okay. All right. For the
I
record.
appreciate that.
Okay. For the record, ma'am, we will continue this matter and reschedule it. Okay. Have a good
Thank
afternoon.
you. All right. Thank you.
Anything else from anybody in the room regarding a preliminary matter? Please come forward. Okay. Which matter are you here for?
There we go. This is for number 42 on the list, but also Alana Larson for the city. HA 2025-002-741, 4237 Elbridge Street.
Okay, and,
So the city will be withdrawing the violation, so it's ultimately moot.
okay, so this is you're pronouncing that the matter, the violation will be withdrawn.
Yes.
So this is, ma'am, your name?
My name is Grace Arroyo.
Okay, you're the owner of the property?
Correct.
Okay, based on the city's pronouncement, this matter is resolved.
I'm very happy.
Okay, have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Okay,
That concludes my matters.
thank you. Okay, does anyone else in the room have a preliminary matter for the main list that should be read into the record? If not, I will hear from anyone remote from the law department who has a preliminary matter to be read into the record for today's main list. Anyone remote have a matter? I don't see any raised hands using the raised hand symbol. If not, we will take a short executive session and return and hear the balance of the cases. Thank you very much. Everyone, we're prepared to go back on the record. Mr. Kelly, when you're prepared for us, just let me know. Thank you. Okay, let's go to our open cases on the primary list today.
Starting with number 1 on today's list, appeal ending 000312 for 6011 through 13 Market Street, appellant Home Healthcare Plus LLC.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, Amy Skiles, SKILES, on behalf of the city.
Okay, is anyone present representing Home Healthcare Plus LLC? Home Healthcare Plus LLC. The record reflects that this is the third listing of this matter and was noted as must be heard. Let's confirm service.
Appellants in this matter listed 6011 through 13 Market Street, Philadelphia, PA on the appeal application. Notice of today's hearing was sent to that same mailing address on February 11th, 2026 with a 12 p.m. start time.
Okay, no one is responding. Ms. Giles, what's your pleasure?
Yes, the city would ask for this appeal to be dismissed for a failure to appear.
Okay, what time do we have?
1:48 p.m.
1:48 p.m. This matter is dismissed for failure to appear.
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 Okay, thank you very much. Well, the board does have a question regarding several other matters. I should have started with that. Item 25, 26, and 27, 1545 North 6th Street, 39 North 6th Street, and 57 North 6th Street, 1557. Who's representing the city?
I am, members of the board, Jeffrey Cohen for the city.
Mr. Cohen, is anyone present representing the interests of Ophir Cormerian DBA Prestige Design and Construction? Anyone present?
I did
Yes.
see someone on the Zoom earlier. Oh, here we go.
Okay, someone, I heard a voice. Who's representing the interests of Prestige Design and Construction?
Hello?
Yes, your name, sir?
Ophir Comerion.
Okay. Sir, do you have an attorney representing your interests?
No.
Okay.
If I may, members of the
Yes,
board?
please.
The contractor's license that's at issue here is in the name of Mr. Comerian as an individual.
Okay,
So he does have a business that he does business as, but the license is held by him as an individual.
okay. All right, so, but we do have issues regarding timeliness for 2645 and 2709. And so let's do this. When we call those matters, we will deal with all three at the same time, okay?
Okay.
All
Thank you
right,
very
sir,
much.
we just wanted to make sure that there wasn't any issue of requiring an attorney. Now, the violations for the other two, are those also in his name as an individual?
It's my understanding they are all in his name as an individual. They're just different plots on the same block.
Okay, okay, we'll come back to it when we call cases in regular order.
Thank you.
through a list. Okay.
Okay. Just one final matter. Okay.
That's it.
Okay, let's call our first case, our next case.
That should bring us to number 9 on today's list, appeal ending 2545 for 3120 Tulip Street, appellant Jean Remley.
Okay, who's representing the city?
My colleague Alana Larson has this matter, but she has stepped out for a minute. I will.
Can we move on
You
to
know
another
what?
matter?
I believe this was a joint continuance request. I don't know if it was read during preliminary matters.
No, it wasn't.
Okay, then this would be a joint continuance request.
So this is HA 2025-002545, 3120 Tulip Street. Jean Romali, it's a joint continuance request?
Yes.
Okay.
He's on.
Jean Romali, sir, yes. Is your understanding that you also requesting a continuance in this matter?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this matter has been continued. We will reschedule the hearing for you, okay?
Thank you
excuse-
very much. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
So then that should bring us to number 10 on today's list, appeal ending
Go.
25. Sir, you are excused. You don't have to stay on the Zoom. I'm going to restart. Number 10 on today's list, appeal ending 2547 for 1126 through 36 Arch Street, appellant Edward Pearson.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon. Amy Skiles on behalf of the city for this matter.
Okay, is Edward Pearson present?
I am.
Okay. Mr. Pearson, are you an attorney?
There should be, we have an attorney on right now.
I didn't understand a word you just said. So are you an attorney?
No, but we do have an attorney that is on.
I'm not sure. Is the attorney present, available to represent your interests at this moment?
Yes.
Okay, so I'm asking that because understand this is a company, it's convention center that's being is the violator, and are you representing the convention center? You're muted, sir.
Oh, sorry. No, it would be the attorney. So I know it's not on the list, but because the convention center is listed, but the violation is a building in the Reading Terminal Market. That's where
Okay,
we're
so I
having
need the attorney to be present so we can continue this with the attorney present.
is our intern-
Here it says Reading Terminal. Christine, did you see that?
I don't see it. I don't have it.
Christine.
Hi, I was
Yes.
under the impression, I'm sorry, I'm Christy Ann Capps. I'm the controller at Reading Terminal Market, who we are listed conjunction with the convention center because our address is 1126 to 36 Arch Street. So it's the citation was to Reading Terminal Market, and we did have an attorney.
I'm here. Yep.
Oh, you're here. There you are. Thank you.
Didn't sound like they were calling our case. But if that is the case with the Reading Terminal Market, I'm Larry Cohan, counsel for the market and the vendor as well.
Okay, sir, we don't, for some reason, Larry Cohen, my apologies, sir. Which firm are you with?
I'm with Saltz Mongaluzzi Bendeski here in Philadelphia.
Okay, just one moment, please. I need to speak to, let's go off the record for a minute. Okay, I'm Kenneth Woodson, board chair. For this matter, I'm abstaining. I will be stepping away from the bench while this matter is heard by the Illinois Board of Review. Thank you very much. I just want the record to reflect that.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
If I may, I just talked to the inspector. We're going to be withdrawing this appeal. So we would be asking that the hearing be marked moot.
Good afternoon.
Okay.
Good afternoon. I'm Ralph Pincus, and I've been designated as acting chair inasmuch as the chairman has recused himself from the proceedings. Ms. Stiles, you've
Yes, after further review, I believe I said we're withdrawing the appeal. What I meant was the department's going to withdraw the violation, meaning the hearing today is moot.
okay. So we'll mark it as moot and
Mr., if I may, Mr. Pincus, Mr. Acting Chair, if I may.
Yes, Mr. Cohen,
I learned
please
long
say.
ago that when you've won, you don't speak any further. But I just want to make sure that we're not going to have this come back again to the market. The Reading Terminal Market, who I represent, and Christiane Capps is here for the market today, and Steve Saffron, who's here for the vendor, Herschel's Eastside Deli, appealed this and came here today because there was a citation for using an approved plastic bag, a recyclable, reusable, by statute, acceptable plastic bag. This was purchased on purpose.
Mr. Cohen, if I hate to interrupt you, but we're not hearing the matter on the merits, and the only thing we can do is the department has withdrawn the violation. I can't tell you from the board perspective whether or not someone will come out, an inspector, and find a violation. So we cannot in any way provide any assurance as to how the department might act on a future day regarding any vendor at the terminal. So I appreciate your concern, but I don't believe we can provide you with the response you're looking for.
I understand, and that you may not be able to. However, we're actually at the hearing, a substantive hearing, and a complaint or a citation is being withdrawn on the spot without an explanation or an assurance that it was a mistake. And I'm disturbed by that. And I would hate to see any vendor at the market have to come back and face the same allegation again where the statute's being misapplied. So if I'm just making a record, then I'm making a record, although I would love to hear from the city as to why this was presented and why if it's being withdrawn because it was mistaken. I think we're entitled to know that.
Well, Mr. Cohen, what we have said in the earlier matters where they were marked as moot, if someone has a question concerning that, they should contact the city and have that discussion. My experience with Ms. Skiles is she's generally a very responsive person. She is the attorney on the record of record for the city on this matter. And if you don't have contact information for her, maybe she'll provide it and you can have that conversation. It's not appropriate for this proceeding at this time.
Understood.
Yes. I did have email correspondence with the appellant, Mr. Pearson, so he can forward my contact information to Mr. Cohen.
Okay.
Yep.
So we'll mark the matter as moot at this particular time. I've responded to your concern, Mr. Cohen. Thank you for coming in today.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yep, thank you.
Good day, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you too.
Okay, I think we could be prepared to go back on the record. Just one moment. Okay. Don't tell my wife. Okay, let's go back on the record. What's our next matter?
Moving to number 17 on the list, appeal ending 2583 for 2641 Snyder Ave, appellant Josephine Hudak.
Okay, who's representing the city?
It's Michael Rulo for the city of Philadelphia.
Good afternoon, Mr. Rulo. Is Josephine Hudak present? I believe someone is attempting to identify herself, but ma'am, you're muted. Unmute your device, please. Okay, the image has changed. It's a different person.
Sorry. Okay.
Okay, I need Josephine Hudak to identify herself.
Here I am,
Okay,
Your Honor.
ma'am, what is your name?
Josephine Hudak.
Okay, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. You can place your hand down. Okay, Mr. Rulo, do you have a witness today?
I do. The witness is actually in the room. I didn't, my apologies. I did not believe that the appellant was present. So if I could just run upstairs since the witness is there, it'll be 2 minutes.
Yeah, so the witness, if you come forward.
I'll walk
and
upstairs right
swear
now,
her
board
in,
members.
and- Yes. Okay, just one moment. We'll wait till counsel appears. He'll be here shortly. Ms. Hudak, just give us a moment. The lawyer is moving from one space to another, so he'll be in the space in a few minutes, okay?
Sure. Oh, never seen the guy.
My apologies again for the delay.
That's fine. Okay, now we're prepared to proceed. Your witness is sitting next to you. I will swear him in. So if you raise your right hand, do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth so help you God?
I swear.
And just give us your name again for the record.
Inspector Brandon Banks, Banks.
Okay, good afternoon, Mr. Banks.
Good afternoon.
Okay, Mr. Rulo, let's proceed.
Just give me 1 second. I'm logging into the Zoom. All right, thank you for the patience. Yes, board members. So this case concerns a site violation notice that was issued for debris that was identified at the front of this property. My understanding is that the appellant is denying that that is debris that she put there. So the city will obviously demonstrate through the exhibits that that trash is there.
Okay.
It remains there to this day, and we'll be asking the board to uphold the full fine.
Okay, all right. Just, Ms. Hudak, just for a preliminary matter, I noted previously there was an image of another person in the room with you. Just be aware that that person cannot speak to you or speak during the hearing. You have to, your responses must be yours and not someone else's, okay?
I understand.
And ask her not to say anything at all during the hearing. Thank you. Okay, you have documents you'd like to put up? Yes.
Yes, I have my screen. Beginning with this, Inspector Banks, what is your position with the Department of License and Inspections?
I'm a court inspector for the litigation support unit.
Okay, and are you familiar with the property located at 2641 Snyder Avenue?
Yes, sir.
And have you conducted an inspection at that property?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and have you familiarized yourself with the records for this property as well?
Yes, sir.
And those are in the city's Eclipse database?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Turning to the document that you can see on the screen here, which has been preliminarily marked as City Exhibit 1. What is this document?
This is a site violation notice.
And what was it issued for?
This was for exterior area sanitation in the front yard area.
Okay. And if we go down to what has been marked as City Exhibit 2, is this a photograph of the subject property?
Yes, it is.
Okay. And what is the date of this photograph?
This is 5/30/2025.
Okay. And I'll just return to City Exhibit 1 very quickly. What is the date that is on this notice?
This is June 3rd, 2025.
Okay. And turning to that first photograph in City Exhibit 2 again, what was the condition that is shown here that was in violation specifically?
It was debris found in the front yard area when the inspector conducted his inspection.
Okay. And if we go to the second page, this is just another angle of that same debris?
Yes, it's another close-up picture.
Okay. And if we move to what's been marked as City Exhibit 3, excuse me, I believe this is still part of City Exhibit 2 at page 5. What is the date of this photograph?
March 11, 2026.
And did you take this photograph?
I took the photograph. Yes. Yes, I did. 3/11/2026.
And board members, just very quickly, while for a site violation notice, it does not matter whether or not it is subsequently complied. I'm introducing this because the request from the appellant is first off to either reduce the fine or to remove it. And I'm adding this as an exhibit here to show that actually the condition still remains despite this having lasted for a year, which we would thus offer to support that, if there's any request to reduce the fine, the continuance of that violative condition, we would say justifies not. So I just wanted to explain why that I'm introducing that in this instance.
Okay.
Okay. And so when you conducted your reinspection, did the debris remain?
Yes, it did.
Okay. And is that what's shown here on this photograph?
Yes, sir.
And this is another angle on that same date, correct?
Yes, it is.
Unless the board has any questions, that does it for
Well,
this.
let's ask Ms. Josephine Hudak. Ma'am, do you have any questions for the inspector based on his testimony?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Please.
I did not put debris in my yard.
No, ma'am. You can give testimony in a minute, but now we're asking, do you have any questions for the inspector? Do you have any questions for him?
I would like to know who called the inspector.
The city's going to object on the basis of that.
Ms. Hudak, who called is irrelevant. The fact that there was a violation and an inspection. Do you have any other questions?
I went to the police. Yes, I did call the police.
No,
I went to the police. I have a
ma'am.
report.
Ms. Hudak, wait a minute. Do you have any additional questions for the inspector?
No.
Okay, thank you. Just one moment. Any additional witnesses?
No.
Mr. Rulo, any questions from the panel? Okay.
I would just reserve time in case there's any follow-up questions that I would
Yes.
require to recall Inspector Banks.
Sure. Okay, Ms. Hudak, explain to us what's going on. It's your opportunity to make your case.
Well, I did not put debris in my yard. I seen who put debris in the yard, but I couldn't identify them.
And I'm just going to object, board members, just for the purposes of the record. Who put the debris there is not relevant for the purpose of whether or not the debris is there and a violation exists. So I understand.
For purpose of this hearing, though, we're going to overrule the objection because I want to hear Ms. Hudak's explanation as to why the debris is there and why hasn't it been removed.
Understood.
I did call 311. They told me they were going to help me. They even gave me a counselor named Katanya Johnson, that they were supposed to help me. And they told me, and then they called me and they told me that if I want that removed, I would have to take it out of my yard and put it in the sidewalk and they will come and pick it up. And I can't do that because I'm a handicap. And also, I know who put, I saw there was Mexican people that put that debris in my yard. I saw the truck, but I wasn't able to get the license plate because they park on the corner, 27th and Snyder.
Okay, well.
Because I have a camera and I seen in my own camera that there were two guys dumping stuff in my yard.
Did you,
I'm just going to, I know the board's policy for the record. I'm just going to
Yeah.
object again because there's no evidence of that that's been introduced into the record.
Okay. Actually, okay, I'm gonna overrule that one, because I want to ask Ms. Hacks, Ms. Hudak. Ms. Hudak, did you
Yes.
submit a police report?
Yes, I have it put a number, yes.
And what did the police do?
The police told me it's my property, it's my property. Whatever's in my yard, it's fine. It shouldn't bother nobody.
Okay. All right. Okay. Anything else? Any other questions from anyone? Okay. Ms. Hudak, what do you plan to do to get the trash removed
I'm
from the
trying
yard?
to, Your Honor, I'm trying to get somebody, I'm on disability. I don't have the money that I could put out and put dirt in my yard. I'm trying to get somebody to help me. I have more than 3 people that I had, that they're working on it. I don't like to see either that they're putting trash in my yard, but I can't help it.
Okay.
Ms.
I'm
Hudak,
working on it, and I don't have the money to pay the fine that they asked me for $300.
Ms. Hudak, I have a question for you. I noticed from the picture that the city provided that you have cinder block walls in your front yard?
Yes, I put the wall up, correct.
Oh, you did put the wall up. How recently did you do that?
It's been now 2 years that I put the wall up.
I see. Okay. Did you get permits when you did it?
Yes,
Oh, good. Thank you.
Is it possible that the contractor who put the wall up left the debris there?
I did call him after he got the job done, and then I saw after months after the work was done, that's when I caught them putting debris in my yard. And I called him and I asked him if he put that stuff in my yard, and he said no to me. He lied to me because I know it had to be him, because who else will come by and dump stuff in my yard?
Okay. So it's your contractor's responsibility.
Yes.
So you may have some legal recourse against your contractor, but that's something outside of our purview. Any additional statements?
I have a question.
Yes.
Mr. Rule, have you put the picture back up?
Yes, I can. Is there a specific photo?
I want to see where you can see the neighbor's front. Now the other one. Keep going.
There were only 4 photos, so these are the 2 from 2025.
Right there. Ms. Hudak,
Yes.
seems when you put the cinder block up, it looks like the same time your neighbor did. Was your intention to fill that in with cement like your neighbor?
Yes. But like I said, I don't have the money right now to do it.
Is it possible that your contractor left that debris there?
Yes, I'm assuming he did, yes.
Can I finish, please? Is it possible your contractor left the debris there, so when he comes back and does the concrete?
I don't know. I don't think so. No.
Can I ask the inspector the same question?
Yes. Question?
Is it possible the contractor left that there as fill when he comes back to put the concrete in?
It's possible.
All right.
Okay. Is there an open permit for the work now?
No.
Okay. Ms. Hudak, do you still have an open contract with your contractor to come back?
No.
Okay. All right. Anyone else have any questions? Any final argument?
I just had a couple of quick questions
Yes,
for the witness. So you agree, Ms. Hudak, you agreed with the chairman that appeared to be debris left over from the construction of the wall? Did I understand your testimony correctly?
No. That debris was dumped in there after my wall was up.
So
Months later.
So I thought that you had said that your contractor had left some debris there. Did I not understand that correctly?
No, that was wrong.
But did you see that there was the materials in there included cinder blocks?
Yes, cinder blocks and toilet, sink, showers, shower doors. They're all that in there.
And I'm also correct that your wall was constructed out of cinder blocks?
Yeah.
Okay. And Do you have, it appeared that you had some family members who, do they live with you?
No, I'm by myself.
Okay, but there was a family member you had here.
Where?
I thought there was a family member that was on the camera. The chairman had
Oh,
referenced
that's
that.
my sister, but she's on the side there. I'm using her tablet because I don't know how to go on the computer and do all this. So I'm
So is
over
it-
her house. She put it up for me to talk to you guys.
Have you talked with any family members about assisting you with removing that debris?
Yes, I did. My brothers
Okay,
and my sister and my brother-in-law.
and that hasn't been able to happen over the past
No.
year?
We've been having family emergencies.
Thank you. No further questions.
Okay. Please.
Okay, Ms. Hudak, originally you stated that you saw a truck that pulled away and there were some Mexicans that dumped the debris in your front yard.
Yes.
And further in your testimony, you stated that you called your contractor and asked him if he was the person that dumped the debris in your yard, and he said no. But if you said you saw the Mexicans, how is it possible that it could have been your contractor?
Well, I saw them, but they had a cap on their heads like this, and they kept their face down like this. I won't be able to see their faces because I have cameras in front of my house, and that's how I noticed that they were doing that.
But you very clearly identified them as Mexicans. So
Yes.
How is that possible if you
Yes,
didn't see their faces?
and they had a black truck. But like I said, I'm trying to get the license plate, but it was too far down parked, and my camera doesn't go that far to get the license plate.
And I'm going to continue to object on that because it's testimony about a document that hasn't been introduced into evidence.
Okay.
What document?
The objection is sustained.
Specifically the video.
The video, okay. Okay, the issue, yep, the issue here, Ms. Hudak, is that who did it is important to you, and of course, you may have legal, you may be able to take legal action against whoever did it. However, the complaint has to do with your yard, and you're the owner, and so you're responsible for the cleanup. And so that's the issue that we are confronted with today. And the violation that we are reviewing is for the debris that's in your yard. There's no debate as to whether or not the debris is there or not. Any final argument, Mr. Rula?
I'll keep it very brief. I think that if we were here in a different circumstance, and even though, as we've acknowledged, whether or not the violation no longer exists is not relevant under the code, it's at the time. But I'll happily acknowledge that if we were here today and there had been good faith efforts to resolve this issue, the debris was no longer there, we had this testimony of other issues, I could happily acknowledge that perhaps the board would could consider lowering that. The city would obviously have its objections that it would maintain, but that's not the circumstance that we have here today. And this situation can't continue indefinitely. So in addition to those other legal arguments that we've made and would maintain for any reduction of the fine and the relevance of what exists today, I would just add that to the board, to the extent that the board is going to consider those other matters, it would actually support having no reduction in the fine here.
But, Mr. Rula, I don't believe the fine amount is within our jurisdiction to adjust.
That's what I was going to say. And that's what I meant, is that we would still maintain those objections. I know sometimes there's disagreement on some of those points and fines are still lowered, but I would just add that extra bit in case the board would consider that here.
Well, and the appellant can always appeal a fine to the board of, the tax review board.
Well, we would argue in this instance that it would be sustained in its full amount, and that is it for the matter. But
Okay.
the only other thing that I did not do that I've just noticed, if I could have my exhibits moved into the record.
So moved. Ms. Hudak, before we vote, do you have anything else you want to tell us?
Can I get a copy of the video?
We don't have a copy of a video to give you.
Can I get your copy of the video?
No, we're making a decision as we speak.
Okay.
So the case is being resolved now. You didn't submit it as evidence, did you?
No, I
Plus-
didn't. I didn't know that I was going to.
Okay. Well, the other issue though, ma'am, is that as argued by the city, who did it is unfortunately is beyond our scope.
Oh, I have an idea who did it.
Okay, but I'm saying that the reality of it is that it's still on your property. And so the property owner is responsible for the cleanup. Okay. Let's.
Like I said, I'm working on it. I have people working on it to help me to get dirt and put dirt in there. But right now, I have a lot of medical problems.
Okay.
And I don't have the money. Like I said, I'm on disability.
Let's prepare to vote for HA 2025-002-583-2641 Snyder Avenue, Josephine Hudak, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Okay, ma'am, the unanimous vote is city affirmed, which means that you lost your appeal. You may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to appeal our decision, please check with the administrator's office there, and someone will tell you what you need to do to appeal the decision of the board. Thank you very much, ma'am. Have a good afternoon.
And that
Thank
completes
you.
That completes my business, if I can be excused.
Have a good afternoon. Do we have any remaining matters?
Moving to numbers 25, 26, and 27, which all
Asshole.
pertain to the same.
Those are people.
I'm going to restart. We're moving to numbers 25, 26, and 27 on today's list, all pertaining to Offer Kamarian. The first one, though, is appeal ending 2644 for 1545 North 6th Street.
Okay, who's representing the city?
Good afternoon, members of the board. Jeffrey Cohen on Zoom.
Okay, who's representing Ophir Kamarian?
Yeah, it's me, Ophir Kamarian.
Okay, sir, raise your right hand so that you may be sworn for this case. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today will be the truth to help you God?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. And I know we have two additional matters, so you will remain sworn for the balance of your presentation, this case and the other two as well, okay?
Okay.
All right, Mr. Cohen, will you have a witness for today?
Yes, and actually, if it pleases the board, if we can read the other two cases into the record. The city's presentation deals with all three because they are parcels on the same block.
We have an issue of timeliness, Mr. Cohen. So what I'd rather do is hear the first case, then we may not hear if we don't, depending on the vote regarding timeliness, we may not hear the other two. What would you rather do?
Chairman?
Yes.
Lynn Rydell, Huber Board Council. 25 doesn't have a timing issue. It's just 26 and 27.
Yes, so that's why I'm suggesting to him that he wanted to put his case on for all three at the same time. We shouldn't do that until we resolve the timeliness issue for 26 correct.
It was my understanding there was already an NPT hearing for 26 and 27. Am I correct?
My record doesn't reflect it. Let me check the administrator.
Yes, when Mr. Cohen asked me to look into it earlier, it was found that they had non-proton hearings and were granted on September 11th. It was a Thursday. Yep.
Thank you very much. That resolves that. Okay. So, Mr. Cohen, proceed.
Thank you. The city would have Inspector Stephen Monty sworn in as its witness.
Inspector Monty, please raise your right hand to be sworn. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you give today be the truth to help you God?
Yes, I do.
All right, thank you. Place your hand down.
Inspector Monty, if you could please tell the board how long you've been with L&I and in what capacity.
I've been with L&I for 4 years. I am a construction plans review specialist and court liaison.
And through the course of your duties for L&I, have you reviewed the records for 1545, 1539, and 1557 North 6th Street?
Yes, I have.
And if it pleases the board, I'm going to share on my screen the exhibits packet that was previously provided that was emailed to the board and to the appellant.
Yes.
And can everyone see the PDF that is currently on my screen?
Yes, just make it a bit larger.
I thought you might ask. Is that better?
Yes.
Perfect.
Thank you.
Inspector, starting on page 2 of this packet is and all the highlighting that's in this packet is not in the original. It's been added for emphasis. Is this on page number 2 the contractor's license for the appellant?
Yes, it is.
And was it active on the dates in question, June and May of 2025?
No, no, it was not. I'm sorry. Yes, it was.
All right, scrolling down to page 5 in the packet. Is this the building permit for 1545 North 6th Street that's at issue in the first of the appeals, ending 2644?
Yes, it is.
And was Mr. Komarian the contractor on that building permit?
That is correct. It was issued on 4/9/2025.
And then scrolling down, here we go to page 8. What is this document that I have on screen?
So this is a site violation notice that was issued on June 12th, 2025.
And what is the cited violation in this notice?
So the cited violation is walkway not provided. The code states that a walkway shall be provided for pedestrians for pedestrian travel in front of every construction and demolition site, unless the applicable governing authority authorizes the sidewalk to be fenced or closed. Walkway shall be sufficient to accommodate the pedestrian traffic, but in no case shall they be less than 4 feet in width.
And this specific citation for 1545 North 6th Street was the issue here that there was less than 4 feet of width left in this walkway.
Yes, that is correct.
And just for the board's sake, the statutory fine amount listed on this is $2,000. The city has included as Exhibit E1 at the bottom of its packet, Philadelphia Code A-601, which actually says that violations of Chapter B3300, B3301 at Sequentia are Class 3 violations. Sorry, a short break for the law. Now we're back on track. Moving down to page 11 in the packet. What is in this photograph?
So this photograph shows a picture of the front in front of the public way with a heavy machine on the sidewalk on the public right of way.
And is there, between that beam that's leaning up against the fence and the heavy machine, is there 4 feet or more or less of clearance?
No, there's not. There's debris in the way. There's a machine on the actual public right of way. Further down beyond the actual concrete, it is mud and dirt, debris.
Well, I was going to say you're getting a little ahead of us, but
I apologize.
is this machine specifically outside of 1545 North 6th Street?
Yes, it is.
All right, now we'll move down just briefly to page 12 to note that this is the appeal form filed by Mr. Komarian. It doesn't include the SVN exhibit again, but it does include some additional exhibits that Mr. Komarian filed. It does say we had an active partial sidewalk closure permit, which I've highlighted here. And then down here, which I'll make a little bigger, I believe this is what Mr. Komarian had produced as that permit for the partial sidewalk closure. Now, Inspector, are there requirements when the city issues a partial sidewalk closure?
Yes, there is. One of the requirements. Go ahead.
No, sorry, I was about to ask what are some of the requirements?
Well, one of the main requirements is you must maintain the public right of way. You must maintain, in this case, at least 6 foot of pedestrian travel walking zone at all times.
And scrolling back up to here, does that, depicted in the photo, does that depict a 6 foot or greater pedestrian right of way?
No, it does not.
Thank you. Sorry, and does it also say that there's a minimum of 1 travel lane at all times in both directions?
That is correct.
Thank you. Scrolling down to page 15 in the packet, moving on to number 26, appeal ending in 2645 for 1539 North 6th Street. Is this the building permit for 1539 North 6th Street?
Yes, it is.
And is Mr. Komarian also the listed contractor on this permit?
Yes, he is.
And let's move down here. Actually, sorry, what's the date on the permit?
Sorry, the issue date was April 15th, 2025.
Thank you. And scrolling down now to page 18 in the packet, what is this document I have on screen?
This is a site violation notice for the same violation cited in the previous site in question.
But to be clear, is this for a different property on a different day?
Yes, that is correct. It is for a different property, just the same violation as stated previously.
And I'll note also for the board that this is same violation, means it's the same section, means it's also a class 3. Moving down to page 21 in the packet, what, if anything, is depicted in this photograph?
So this is the front of the property in question. This is the public right of way. As you can see, there's 2x4s and debris and rubble. This is not a smooth, durable walking surface as required in the code.
And it looks like there's some puddles on the ground there. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Is there anything covering the right of way that's sort of to the left of the roadway?
The mud, dirt to the left of the roadway.
And are there also beams crossing the entirety of that dirt path that are propping up the fence?
Yes, they appear to be 2x4s. Perhaps.
Can you just say
holding up
for can you say for the record how many beams there are?
I count 4 in this picture.
Okay. Scrolling back up for a second to page 18 in the packet, is part of the walkway violation that there needs to be a durable walking surface while you are walking past a construction site?
Yes, that is correct.
What does that mean, durable walking surface?
Durable walking surface would be a smooth surface that would be able to carry the live load of minimal of 150 pounds, meaning a hard surface that you would not sink in.
So not mud.
Correct.
So for example, if there were a person in a wheelchair trying to traverse this muddy dirt path, would that be possible for them to do so?
No, it would be likely that they would get stuck. Not only that, they are diverting possibly an accessible person into the street.
Thank you. And scrolling down to page 22, again, this is the appeal form that was filed by Mr. Komarian minus the extra copy of the SVN. It does say again, and I've highlighted it, there was a valid partial sidewalk closure permit in place at the time. And I'm scrolling down to that now. And Inspector, does this partial sidewalk closure permit also have that same language as the previous one about a 6-foot pedestrian walking zone?
Yes, it does.
Does it also have any other requirements that specifically pertain to that sort of muddy dirt pathway in front of 1539?
It does. Highlighted, it states, footway integrity must be maintained at all times. If damage occurs to footway, contractor must restore footway in kind.
And would the removal of the concrete sidewalk surface be considered that type of damage?
Yes, it should be replaced in kind with a concrete surface, smooth, durable surface again.
And just for the record, on page 23, this is a partial permit closure dated April 28th, 2025. Mr. Komarian included a second one on page 25 dated May 28th, 2025. And Inspector, are the same requirements on page 23 also visible on page 25?
Yes, that is correct.
Now moving down to page 27 in the packet, this deals with number 27 on the list, ending 2709 for 1557 North 6th Street. Is this the building permit for 1557 North 6th?
Yes, it was. This permit was issued on May 11th, 2025. The contractor was Mr. Komarian.
Thank you very much. And what is this document on page 30 that I currently have on screen?
This is a site violation notice for,
Sorry, go ahead.
for 1557 North 6th Street.
And is it the same type of walkway not provided citation?
Yes, it's the same violations previously stated.
And again, for the board, it's still the same violation, still a class 3. And scrolling down now to page 33, what, if anything, do we see in this photograph?
This is the front of the property in question. It depicts a heavy machine blocking the public right of way, again, diverting pedestrians into the street.
And this is on the corner, right? It's not at 1545 anymore. It's basically a same or similar machine, but a little further down the road.
That is correct.
And let's just compare for a second. I'm going to go scroll back up here to page 11. It looks like on this page, the machine is sort of maybe a couple feet parked on a couple feet of the sidewalk. Is that right?
That is correct.
But here, sorry, scrolling all the way down to page 35, it's much more of the machine is parked on the sidewalk, correct?
Yes, it is in a different location.
And does the way the machine is parked in this photo, does it leave a sufficient walkway between the fence and the construction and the machine?
No.
And scrolling down to page 34, in this appeal, Mr. Kamarian simply said that the machine was not drivable due to a mechanical issue. He did not, in this appeal, include any partial sidewalk closure permit. Now, Inspector, would it matter if there were a drivable machine blocking the roadway for the purposes of issuing a blocked roadway violation?
No, it would not make a difference. The code, in my opinion, is clear that nothing should be blocking, or you should be maintaining that at all times.
So whether it's a broken down but usually drivable machine, or whether it's like a giant dumpster that doesn't have any wheels, it would still be blocking the walkway as blocking the walkway?
That is correct.
All right. Thank you very much, Inspector. I would present the inspector for cross-examination, and I can keep the city's exhibits on screen if Mr. Kamarian would like to use them.
Yes. Mr. Kamarian, do you have any questions for the inspector?
I understand what he's saying. And with the last exhibit that you show that.
Well, I'm asking you if you have any questions for him. You can present your case in a moment, but do you have any questions for him?
I think it's unnecessary to get 3 violations for the same thing, but there is no
That's
question.
not a question, sir. That's a statement. Do you have any questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. Any additional witnesses?
No, the city would simply move its exhibits packet into evidence, and I will stop sharing my screen.
So moved. Okay, Mr. Kamarian, your opportunity to present your case. What would you like to tell us?
Right. With the last thing that we looked at, that the machine broke, and he said there is no difference if you park a dumpster or you park a machine. If you park a dumpster on the sidewalk, obviously it's there to stay. We had an issue with the machine that it will move and then stop, move and then stop. We have record of the couple technicians that came by to try to fix it. And in the last picture too, I think it's the angle that you got, but you have more than 4 feet or 6 feet actually of sidewalks that they could walk on. But the machine was broken. That's the main reason we couldn't move it. And about the gravel on the ground that he says is not level, I understand what he's saying. But if you look at pictures before we even start the job, the entire block was bended completely. Nobody lived there, was nothing on the block. Everything, the entire sidewalk was way worse condition than that. So this is actually a better condition than what it was there before. And we fixed it right away. We got a violation later. We didn't know that. But we fixed the entire sidewalk over there. And if you go by 6th Street, we put a brand new sidewalk from beginning to the block to the end of the block under my expense. A lot of it is not even my property. And we put new sidewalk to make everything nicer and safe for everybody. So we did spend a lot of extra money because the city obviously not fixing the street or the sidewalks or uneven areas that's like most of the neighborhood over here. So we do try to do a good work. We do try to do better. And I understand what he's saying about a couple 2x4 was holding the fence. Yes, it was a little bit our mistake. They should put it on the other side. I understand that. But we put a fence and we try to make it safe and we try to make it good for everybody. And $2,000 a ticket, I think, is a little bit outrageous to have $6,000 on something that we're just trying to come to work here and do a good work for everybody. That's it.
Any cross-examination by the city?
Yes, thank you. Mr. Kamarian, you said that that you put in a brand new sidewalk for everyone. Were you aware that it's the property owner's responsibility to maintain the sidewalks as it's part of their properties?
Yeah.
So did the property owner pay you to put in these sidewalks?
No.
So you didn't.
It's owned by the city.
You're welcome.
Let's see when you guys come to do it. Let me know.
Sorry. So you're saying that you did not ask the property owners to pay you back at all?
No.
You just
I didn't receive no money from anyone. You can check the lots next to us. They're owned by the city. You can see you guys never send any check to anyone. I didn't ask for any money. I just did it out of good faith to have a clean, safe sidewalk for everybody. Because, as I said, the block been bended for long time. Nobody's walking on it. Everything is bended. And now you're going to have really uneven areas over there that it's just going to be even worse for everybody else. I just tried to do something nice and make it nice and even and pleasant for everybody. And I spent thousands of dollars out of my pocket because the city not fixing their own sidewalks.
Well, but did you remove the sidewalk that existed there in the first place?
That was debris.
It was debris.
Wait.
Sorry, there's crosstalk.
Mr. Kamarian, there's someone else in your space who's speaking, and there should not be anyone speaking for you or with you during the hearing. So
Okay.
if there's someone in the room, ask them not to say anything because we are hearing that voice, okay?
No problem. So it was no sidewalk. It was only debris and trash on the street, on the sidewalk area, and on the entire lot next to us. We cleaned everything. We took the trash out of everywhere over there, and we straight up the entire sidewalk. You can go to 6th Street now and see. From the corner almost to the end of the block, we put a new sidewalk under my expense that nobody paid me to do because it was so bad. And it is a danger situation for people to walk on it.
But according to
questions, Mr.
Trying to
Cohen?
do good. We're not
Yes.
trying to.
Mr. Kamarian, we ask that if you would just respond specifically to what's asked and shorten the commentary, okay? Because we want to be able to hear everything you're saying. We're getting lost in the response. Mr. Cohen?
Okay. With the machine that was broken down out in front of 1557 North 6th Street, you said that you basically were trying to move it and it wasn't working, or you had to get somebody out to fix it?
Correct. We had a technician come and he tried to fix it. He moved a little bit and the machine not drivable. Like we literally physically couldn't drive it. We had a couple technicians, we had our guys, we had a lot of people look at it until we could actually move it. It didn't benefit me whatsoever to park it on the street. We didn't work on it. It was on the new sidewalk. We drove on it. We tried to pull out. The machine stuck. I have no intention to leave it on the sidewalk. It will not benefit me.
Somebody did park it on the sidewalk, correct?
It wasn't parked. It got stuck. We drove it from the vacant lot. We took off. We left. The machine stuck on the new sidewalk. Why they drove on the sidewalk? Different story. But they shouldn't even drive on the sidewalk. They should move on the street. But they couldn't drive on the street. The machine got stuck over there. But it was space between the machine to the building. The angle of that picture is not the right sizes. You had more.
And do you have your own picture showing a different angle?
I don't. Maybe it wasn't 6 feet, but at least was 4 feet to walk in front of 1557 on the corner.
But you did hear the inspector say that it wasn't 4 feet. The inspector looked at the same photograph, but had a different view between the front of the building, which was at least a little further out into the roadway or into the sidewalk than the fence was. Is that right?
So you got two pictures over there, yes. Yeah, in one of them, I'm not sure if it's actually two pictures of the same picture with different angle, but for one of them, I can tell from the angle, even the bottom of the machine look really wide. It's not that wide in reality. It showed that
Well,
it showed
hold
that
on one
there
moment.
is more on the sidewalk than what it is. Yeah, let's see the picture.
All right, so right here, you can see basically from wheel to the sidewalk, there's a sort of narrow path, but then if you look here, the front of the building juts out beyond that,
No. That's
beyond
like
that fence, right?
the camera. If you look at the wheel, could you go down a little bit? Okay, down a little bit more. Okay. So if you look at the wheel, it's in the center of the sidewalk.
Yes.
Sidewalk about 12 feet. So you got almost 6 feet of walkway over there.
Okay, wait. Oh, something from
Okay.
council?
Yeah, Lynn Ryder, Huber Board Counsel, can you please, when both either counsel for the city or the appellant, they need to distinguish which appeal they're talking about, because we're hearing all three appeals together and they're three different.
Understood.
So when they
Okay.
look at one, we need to know what the property is and stuff like that, because it's going to be hard to follow potentially.
Okay, understood. Okay, so Mr. Cohen, just in terms of how you're framing your questions, if you could do that, please.
Of course. So this pertains to appeal number 27 and the property at 1557 North 6th Street. And I actually don't have any. Well, I have one further question, which is what is not pictured here. The end point of this boom is a fairly large basket, correct?
You asking me?
Yes.
Yes, the end of it, they got a big basket. Yeah.
And that if you're actually looking at the boom, it looks like it's not entirely on center. It looks like it's aimed a little bit more towards the fence. Is that correct?
Not really. It's
I
pretty
think
central.
you have a photograph of that full image
Well,
of the machine.
We have a photograph of the machine in front of a different property on a different day.
Okay.
Exactly.
And that's in a different appeal.
Okay.
All right. I actually have nothing further for Mr. Komarian, and I will stop sharing my screen.
Does
It's
anyone
here.
else have any,
I say-
wait, Mr. Kamari. I'm asking if anyone else on the panel has a question.
I do.
Yes,
Yep, I
please.
do, too.
Yes.
First of all, Mr. Komarian, I believe you stated that it's the city's responsibility to replace the sidewalk. Is that what you said? Did I hear you correctly?
I believe so. If it's abandoned property and abandoned sidewalk that nobody maintained, and it was uneven and gravel and stones and trash.
No. My question is basically a yes or no question. You're saying that it's the city's responsibility to replace the sidewalk? Is that a yes or a no?
That's it's no. Let me answer that correctly, because you're asking a different question. So if I own the property, it's my responsibility to do the sidewalk. Correct. In that case, when I said I put a new sidewalk on 6th Street, when the city owned the property, so it's their responsibility to fix their own sidewalk, and they didn't, and they're not gonna. So I did it to make it safe and nice and smooth for everybody. So if it's, again, if it's my property.
When you did it, it was your property. Is that correct?
No. I did it not in front of my property. No.
Okay. Next question.
I did my property, but then I did the rest of it that it's not mine, just to make it pleasant, to make it safe.
I see. Okay.
And I'm not asking for money back. I spent like more than $30,000 on it.
Mr. Kamarian, please answer the question and then stop so he can ask his next question, okay? Mr. Pingus?
The first property, this is actually for Mr. Cohen. The first property was
1545 North 6th Street.
Yes. Could you show us the photograph with I believe there was a crane on the walkway in that property as well?
Absolutely. Give me just a second. There we go.
I see. Okay. And the testimony of the inspector is that walkway was less than 4 feet because of the obstruction from that device, the crane or whatever it is?
Well, I'll actually save that for the city's final argument. I think the photograph speaks for itself, and the inspector's already answered questions about it.
Okay, thank you.
I think, Mr. Pettit?
Mr. Komiri, when your employee was driving the High Reach, Why wasn't he driving in the street? Why would he drive it on the sidewalk?
What is it? I'm sorry? I couldn't hear you.
When your employee was driving the High Reach, why
Okay.
wasn't he driving in the street? Why was he on the sidewalk?
I'm not sure.
Is it true that you park the High Reach on the sidewalk every night because you can't park it in the street because it's wider than the car?
No, I park it inside my lot. I didn't park it on the street.
So what was it doing on the sidewalk?
They was trying to leave and go with it to another project, and the machine broke.
There's two different pictures where it's on the sidewalk, isn't there?
Hmm?
There's two different pictures where it was on the sidewalk.
I know the one time I agree with you in 1545 when the machine is too close over there. Yeah, but that was in the middle of the workday. And the other one at 1557, we tried to leave and move the machine to another project we got, and the machine broke on the sidewalk and stopped driving. That's what it did on the sidewalk. We're not parking it overnight over there. No. The picture they took, it was during the day. During the night, we put the machine inside the lot.
Well, the first picture, it's on the sidewalk. I don't understand.
The first picture was in 1545. It was in the middle of the day. The machine was over there temporarily standing there, correct. The second picture, 1557, when they drove on it, the machine broke on the sidewalk. They was about to go on the sidewalk, go into the street, and the machine broke.
If it was going in the street, the wheels would have been turned.
The machine broke when the wheel stayed straight.
So you were going to drive into the pole?
The what?
The pole's in front of you, where it broke down.
The what is it? I can't hear you.
Let's go. Can you put that picture up?
Yes. So this is a picture of 1545 North 5th Street or North 6th Street, taken on June 12th of 2025.
Mr. Comini, is that where the machine broke down?
No, it's the other picture in front of 1557.
If you'll give me just a second. Here we go. This is page 33 in the city's packet. This is outside of 1557 North 6th Street from May 28th.
How did it get down the street if it was broke down? Was it a different day?
What?
How did it get down to the street?
It came from the building down the street from 1538. We drove it over there. It came all the way here. I don't know why they're on the sidewalk and not drove on the actual street, but we drove on the sidewalk and the machine broke and stopped working and not drivable. I'm not happy about it either. Trust me.
Okay. Okay. Sir, we do have a question for you in terms of the process. You did submit a permit for partial sidewalk closure, but why didn't you comply with all the requirements of the permit that you received in terms of creating a protected walkway in front of your construction site?
So at 1557, as you see with the machine, when you drove it on it and the machine broke, we didn't need to, we had a permit and expired because we finished the work, we finished the sidewalk, we finished the building, the framing. And
that's not the question I'm asking you. When you start construction and you are working in a public space, you're required to create a public walkway from the start of construction. You should create a public. You didn't do that. I'm asking why you didn't do that.
Okay, so when you say we didn't do it, that's not exactly correct, because 99% of the time we did have a sidewalk open to public to walk, and it was safe and it was clean. The time
Okay.
we didn't have it in place, you're right. But the entire construction, we had it open and clean. I'm there every single day.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, if there's no additional questions, Mr. Kamarian, do you have any final statement presentation you'd like to make regarding these violations? Understanding that the role of this Board is not to adjust fines and costs. That's not what we do. That's a different department altogether, not this board. And so if you have an argument regarding dollar amounts, I think the Tax Review Board or another board may be more appropriate. So do you have any other comments you'd like to make?
No.
Okay. Any final argument, Mr. Cohen?
Yes, thank you. Members of the board, I think it pretty much is understandable that if you are in a wheelchair, if you have difficulty accessing the sidewalks, something like this, and I'm going to put the photographs back on my screen from page 11, something like that presents a major impediment. So you have, again, this machine that is blocking part of the roadway or part of the sidewalk, the right of way, and then these beams leaning over that block the rest of it. There's really no clearance between where this beam ends and where that basket at the end of the machine begins. One thing that I would like to point out with this photo, this is actually a very well composed photo because it shows exactly the path that a pedestrian would walk and how it's blocked. But look at the machine has its basket sort of tilted to the left when it's parked. And if we go to the photo that's on page 33, you see that basket is also tilted to the same side. You just can't see the basket because the photo composition is different. So here we have a machine that's parked even further into the sidewalk. You've got the front of this building jutting out towards the machine, the rear wheel of the machine, which you can't see because of the composition of the photo, closer to that part of the building. And in addition, you've got this boom and the basket closer in than that tire that you see on the right there, blocking the rest of the roadway. And if you actually look over here again to page 11, the way that this basket is parked, it's several feet to the left of that tire over there. So if you extrapolate that to the photo that's on page 33, even if there's, like Mr. Kamarian said, maybe if he's right about that 4 feet of clearance, there's only 2 feet of clearance on the side of that basket. Point of all this is these walkways are supposed to be accessible so that anyone who needs to can use them. And a person in a wheelchair, like we pointed out before, with this muddy roadway would be forced into the road itself. And that's not acceptable. That's why we require people who are maintaining their construction sites to maintain a walkway. That's why the permit closures that you saw that Mr. Kamarian provided also say must maintain minimum of 1 travel lane both directions, must maintain 6-foot pedestrian walking zone at all times. It was spelled out very clearly to Mr. Kamarian that he needed to create an accessible sidewalk around his projects. And that is not what happened. One additional note about the muddy path over here. Now, Mr. Kamarian is wrong about the law. The owner of the property, not the contractor, but the owner of the property is responsible for maintaining the sidewalks outside of their property. Even though it is the city's right of way, it is on the parcel belonging to that owner. That's why I don't find it credible, his testimony that he, out of the goodness of his heart, paid for these walkways. I think it's more likely that the owner, as part of this whole project, had him rebuild the whole thing, which also meant that as part of the project, they removed the sidewalks, removed the concrete above this, left this dirt and mud in its place, and also left these beams blocking, 4 or so beams blocking the right of way, forcing people into the roadway itself. And the last comment that I have is that, as I pointed out, the Philadelphia Code does establish these as Class 3 violations. Class 3 violations, as you know, as of, I think, as of like 2005, were punishable by $2,000 fines each. I would ask that the board find each of these violations for $2,000 each. And I will stop sharing my screen.
Good.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. We will consider each matter separately and vote for the record. Regarding HA 2025-002644, 1545 North 6th Street, Ophir Kamarian, DBA Prestige Design and Construction, LLC. City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Affirmed.
Okay, city affirmed. With regard to HA 2025-002645, 1539 North 6th Street, Ophir Comerian, DBA Prestige Design and Construction LLC, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Affirm
Thank you.
too.
With regard to HA 2025-002709, 1557 North Sixth Street, Ophir Comerian, DBA Prestige Design and Construction LLC, city affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
City affirmed.
Appeal sustained.
Appeal sustained. Okay, thank you. All righty, given the appeal was majority on 1545 North Sixth Street, as well as 1539 North Sixth Street and 1557. You lost your appeal. Sir, you may appeal our decision. If you need information as to how to do that, check with the office. The administrator's office will tell you what you need to do to appeal a decision of the board. Thank you very much. All the witnesses are excused.
Thank you kindly, members of the board.
Thank you. Okay, let's move on to our next matter.
I actually believe that concludes today's list.
Oh, okay. Thank you, everyone. It appears that we've completed the list of cases for today. I would ask everyone to have a good evening. This concludes today's hearing.
Have a good afternoon, everyone.
Good afternoon.